Hello everybody, I think I am live. Just double checking I'm in the group. Yes, I should be live in the group. So I just wait a moment, give everyone a chance to join me. Just double checking I'm in Earth Angels, yep. Yes, I've got people watching. Hello. It's always a bit, am I in the right group? Have I done it right? Thank you for joining me live. If you'd just like to say hello, so I can just make sure I can double check and I can see the comments okay from all of you. That would be wonderful. And looking forward to today's live with you all. So hopefully if you could just say hello in the comments, just so I can double. Hi Sue. Yay. Hi Sue. You can all hear me and see me okay? That's all good. Thank you. I just wait a few moments just to give anyone who is going to jump on time to get into the group. So I did actually set up an event for this to give you all a little bit of notice, because I think I gave you 15 minutes or on the 11th. So Roberta, April, Shauna, hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, I felt a little bit nervous before I come on. I'm like, oh, all these butterflies. Am I scared? No. Michael, how are you, Michael? But thank you all so much for taking time out and joining me on this live day on Friday the 13th, the day of the goddess. So I absolutely loved coming on here 2 days ago on the 11th. Wow, what a powerful day. What a powerful live stream that we done. And thank you all so much for joining, for being part and adding your energies to the collective so we could just send out that beautiful healing for Mother Earth and for humanity. Like I said then, that's why we're all here. That is why we are all here right now on the planet as Earth Angels, as light workers, for the ascension process, this great awakening that we are going through right now. So I have been very quiet. I know I was on here back in April and I've done several lives then. And then obviously I've gone off the radar a little bit. I'm always in spirit in the group. And the reason why I haven't been on here present like I am now is because I've been doing the inner work with my Soul Circle members. And I needed to do that. It was an important part of my process to do a lot of that inner work within myself, because what's going on in here, it can be a reflection of what's going on out there. So I feel like by standing here right now with you, I can support you in a much better and stronger way than I may have if I was trying to do it before. It's important for all of us to go within. We can have so much external noise going on outside, but it's what's in here that is really, really important. So just want to manage a little bit of expectations for you today and what we're going to do. So as before, like we did on the 11th, we're going to do a meditation towards the end of this live stream today. And we're going to do a bit of work around some of the stuff that I feel would be really important for all of us right now. As you know, we're Friday the 13th, unlucky for some, or is it? Or is this just something that we've been told, a program to bring that fear? Now, any of you that know me, any of my Soul Circle members, and I just want to say a huge hello to all my Soul Circle members who are all on live, and we have people that are linking into the energy of this today that unfortunately can't actually be here live watching, but they're linking in with their energy. Is all my beautiful solstice, we're going to be holding space. We've done a lot of inner work this year on a lot of different things. We always set the intention to put it out there for humanity and for our light workers out there. But there's nothing quite the same as actually being live in this way with you. They are going to be holding the space. They are going to be helping to clear stuff for you. And I invite you all to, when we go through the clearing stuff that we will get to, is when you feel clear, is to add your energy to help other people. We're all healers here. We're all spiritual teachers and guides and shamans and wise ones and old souls. So we all can add to that collective energy. But we have to start with ourselves first. We cannot pour from an empty cup. We need to do that inner work for ourselves first. And I was blown away 2 days ago when I was on here live, how quickly we could release stuff because we're doing our collective energies with this. So I do just invite all of you to call in your team. I've already surrounded us with angels, the dragons, the ascended masters, the galactics, Yeshua, Christ consciousness, Mother Earth. Like, we're all here. We're in a very sacred, safe space together on this live. And what we do will work whether you're live with me right now or whether you watch this recording at a later stage. I always do that when I do any of my live calls, is set the intention for whenever you listen to it for that healing to work as if you are live with us right now. So those of you who know me well know that I like to go on a little bit of a treasure hunt and find things that wouldn't necessarily come up for healing. I've been doing that the whole time I've been running the Earth Angel Sanctuary and the Soul Circle, which is coming up to 6.5 years. I've been doing that, and it's really to find the stuff within myself that need healing. And as soon as I find something, like, oh my gosh, if I've got this, other people will have that. And seeing, obviously, we have Friday the 13th and the stigma that we have around that, and it's unlucky for some. And like I say, is it really? When you actually scratch the surface a little bit, it's actually a really sacred day. It's a very sacred day. It's a sacred number. We actually have 13 moons in the year, and our beautiful Amanda shared a link in here about the significance of Friday the 13th and how powerful it is. And it's also the day of the goddess, divine feminine. Now, whether you're a man or a woman, we all have the divine feminine and the divine masculine within all of us. So that got me curious, and I'm thinking, oh, this is really interesting because there's a lot of hate that's projected towards women on the world. Unfortunately, there's just too much hate, full stop. So I thought it'd be really nice to have a look around this today. The programs that we've been programmed to fear things and to hate things and to start releasing all of that. So I don't know how that sounds to some of you, if you're up for having some divine healing with these different aspects today. And as soon as you're clear yourself, we're going to add that intention for the humanity, for the world, because that's why we're all here and doing this together. I stand here as a catalyst, as a guide for all of you. I was told many years ago I'm the healer of the healers, and I help the helpers. And you guys, you're all here for a reason. I don't stand here as better than any of you. As all my Soul Circle members know, I'm literally just the front person in it. We're all awesome, and as some of them know, several weeks ago when I had a bit of emotion come up, I'm quite open to stand there and say, hey guys, I'm feeling a bit emotional and need a little bit of support myself because I'm still human. So I don't stand here as see myself as any better than any of you. We're all awesome, all of us. We're all important, and we all make a difference. And I am just a guide to help lead us through. So we've got some amazing souls on the call. Thank you for everyone who said hello already. Anything that comes up as we go along, please type in, because I can see the comments here, which is fantastic. So as we go through, so we're going to have a look around about the Friday the 13th, so the day of the goddess and the divine feminine, and why on earth would we repress this? But as we know, why are we here on this planet? Because there is good on this planet and light, and unfortunately there's dark and there is evil on the planet, which is why so many of us are here. And I wonder how many of us are old souls that have been here before, and unfortunately have had some nasty things happen to them for being an old soul, for being a healer in times gone by. We've had the witch burning craze. I know I've got some old souls in the Soul Circle, and we've done a lot of work around past life stuff. So we may have lots of stuff come up today, but don't worry, you're in a very sacred space, and we're going to start releasing and healing this for you as we go along. So I do invite you, to invite your guides in, take some nice deep breaths. I'm going to take a nice deep breath and just connect to Mother Earth. And just allow yourself to feel nice and grounded, connected, feel nice and supported and safe. If you'd like to light a candle, please do so. Anything that you feel inspired to do. We're all unique, we all have different gifts, we're all special, and we're all really important right here on the planet to help shift this ascension process. Now, there are timelines playing out. You may have heard of this. We have a lower timeline and we have a higher timeline. I'm pretty sure that we're all on a higher timeline if you're on this call, if you're listening to this now. But we can also have a lot of fear and a lot of noise that wants to drag us, our vibration down. And this is a big thing. I've done a lot of work on myself this year to really get to that place of forgiveness, of acceptance, and of love. And we look at the world today, and there is such a division with different things. And we can hate and we can judge and we can condemn and we can feel angry about stuff. But ultimately, it's not our job to do that. That's God's job. We're not here to judge other people, we are here to love. I'm sure you'll agree with me on that, but it's hard sometimes, yeah? It's really hard, especially when we've been programmed to feel a certain way about certain things or certain people or groups of people, and to have fear and things like that. So we're going to be looking to clear everything. I'm so sorry, I'm talking on here and there's all these comments that I've not scrolled up on. So Amanda, everything looks good, fantastic. Simona, hello. Jill, Dreamer, Jennifer, Christy, Babs, Erwin, Stephanie, Sammy, Annabella, Michael, Christy, Micheline. Sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing names. Jacqueline, yay, Louise, Chelsea, Bernadette, Victoria, Shirley, Sammy. I just want to take time. Lee, Shauna. Oh, thank you so much. I'll make sure I keep scrolling so I don't miss all these comments. I'm just delighted to have all of you here. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time so we can help you. We can help our beautiful planet Earth. So just invite you, just to take some nice deep breaths. Just get yourself centered. Just breathe in, allow Mother Earth to be with us. She's with all of us. She's so grateful we're all here. And just feel nice and grounded and call in your guides. We are literally surrounded. We're in a very sacred space here. And the first thing I'd want to sort of go through with you is fear. The fear of today, for one, Friday the 13th. I know it's unlucky for some. I've never seen that for myself. And they say bad things happen, but I believe we create our own reality. So I just invite you now, if there is any fears that you have coming up, to allow them. I want you to allow yourself to open your energy, and just allow anything that's been suppressed and that's been hidden out just to start coming up. And we're just going to start letting that go nice and easy with speed, ease, and grace. We're going to start letting go of anything. I know I'm moving around a little bit, so I tend to sway a lot when I'm doing this work. I've not been drinking before I come on here. I'm high enough anyway. I don't need anything else. So so just allow yourself to just open your energy and allow all that stuff that's been hidden, all that stuff that's been pushed down. So one of the things when we go on our little treasure hunt with the Soul Circle members, as we love to do, is find different programs where we've been programmed to think different way. And fear is a massive one. We get fear of dying, fear of the future, fears of so many things. So I just want you to know you're safe and to allow that to open up. And just allow yourself to start to acknowledge these fears. You may sort of feel them within. That's okay, because you're not holding on to them. We're just going to start releasing them. We've got some beautiful souls in the background. That's going to start helping and going to start pulling stuff out that gets stuck for you and starting release. The process has already started since I've come on here with this healing space. So just start breathing, and you may start listing some fears that you have coming up. The fear around today. What a beautiful day it is, and yet we're programmed. And this is a program, and this is an inherited one, I feel. We can have lots of generational and inherited fears. So let's just start acknowledging these. Let's just open up that space and allow everything that needs to clear today with speed, ease, and grace. So any and all inherited fears, anything that's generational, let's start taking that all the way back. It was very first created within any of us, and let's just allow them to come up and to come out, allowing those to dissolve and release with speed, ease, and gracefully, completely and permanently for all time, space, realities, and dimensions. Just letting those go. Any and all cords and attachments, any chains that we may have to any of these, and whether these are embedded, let's just start to release these different fears. All these different fears, there's so many different fears that we can have, and they can feel so heavy. It just feels like they're just slipping and sliding away. So I just want you to think, what am I scared of? What fears do I have? Are you scared of the dark? Are you scared of the future? Are you scared of dying? Acknowledge it now and just breathe. All you've got to do is breathe and give me your permission. And we're just going to link in as well for everyone else on the planet. Some of you, I know some of my Soul Circle members are going to go, we're clear, we got no fears because we've done a lot of work. We're going to start clearing these for others on the planet. And as soon as you feel clear yourself, you can link in and hold that space and allow that to release for humanity as well. So any fears that you're aware of, just acknowledge what they can be. And there's a lot of stickiness, a lot of chains is how I see it. And we got some stuff that's coming up from past lives. That's okay, because we're just going to release and sever and dissolve any of those chains and any of those cords and any of those attachments, any of those thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, patterns, habits, programs, and memories. Releasing, severing, and just allowing those to release. Nice and easy, nice and easy. You just need to breathe and just surrender. You're totally safe, you're totally supported right now, and we're just gonna release, let these go. Nice and easy. Any fears? What are you scared of? Think about it. What are you scared of? You're scared for your children? Acknowledge that. Let's feel those fears. Let's release and dissolve any of those chains, any past life experiences, anything that we've got going on. And anywhere we've got any of this that's inherited, it's generational, we're clearing for our ancestors. It stops with us now. Okay, stops with us now. We're going to release all of those inherited fears, all those chains that we can have. And let's release anything associated with any of those fears as well. Any thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, patterns, habits, programs, and memories. Releasing this, release any interference that we have as well going on there. And release all of those now. Nice and easy. Nice deep breaths. Any of you have any fears that you're getting stuck with? You're like, oh, this is not shifting. Type it in for me. Just type it in so we can just focus a little bit more energy there. Feels like they're slipping away nice and easy. When we work together on a collective, it's so powerful. I always think when two or more are gathered in my name, we can create miracles. We can do amazing healing. And we're surrounded right now in spirit, but also with these beautiful souls that we have on the planet, and with our intention together, and this healing space and vibration that we have created, it is divine. It is absolutely beautiful. I feel so grateful and appreciative of knowing each and every one of you in some way, shape, or form. Some of you I've never met in person, but I know you so well on a soul level. You'll know the same with me. Let's just release and let go. So what fears have you got? Just let me know how we're getting on. If any of you like to type in. Okay, so we've got fears, kids, mental health, husband, cancer. Let's just release. Okay, so just acknowledge and let's release what we've got underneath that. We've got a lot of powerlessness underneath this. I'm straight away, I'm feeling there. So let's release all those feelings of powerlessness. The feelings of powerlessness, and wherever these were very first created, their past life experiences, release all these fears. So just be willing to open up, feel this fear and release it. And let's release everything that's underneath this, any chains, any energy reversals, anything that's holding that in place, any past life experience, any thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, patterns, habits, programs, and memories. Nice deep breaths in and just release. Allow that to release. Fear. When we look at our emotional guidance scale, I always love Abraham Hicks for this, and we have love up here so high, and then we have fear. And some of us we can get trapped in this fear and on this lower vibration, and we can be up here a lot, keep being pulled back down here. It's a bit like on Tuesday's call with the change, and we felt like we've been chained around legs, we're being pulled down. Yeah, bless you, Christy. Just breathe, you're feeling supported. I don't know if you can feel it. I feel like your angels with their hands on you right now. Just breathe, and let's just keep releasing. Nice release, beautiful. Just let those fears go. Let's just release any of these chains, anything that's hidden, that's holding any of these fears in place for any of you, and all of this this powerlessness. This releases back from the very first time it was ever created in past lifetimes, releasing all of that back, releasing and letting it go. It's a bit like it feels like an illusion, in the fact that love is the only thing that's real, that the highest vibration, and all of these fears and heavy energies just keep us in bondage. We just need to acknowledge and release them go to the love in this group to help with that. Yeah, Michael. It's all right. Just acknowledge those fears and breathe and just be willing to let it go. And let's just keep releasing and dissolving all these cords, these attachments, any entity theories. If we've got any entities hanging around us right now, dissolve, dissolve, and release any and all entities, any darkness, any interference, anything that's draining anybody's energy. Let's release and dissolve that. Yeah, and let's just keep releasing all these fears, all these programs of fears. Let's release all of these, any thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, patterns, habits, programs, and memories. Anywhere this is generational, ancestral, inherited, let's release this back to the very, very, very first time this was ever created for any of you and for your ancestors, releasing it for your ancestors, releasing it for you, and releasing all this for your children as well, releasing. Nice deep breaths in and out. Just want you to just tell me, how's that feeling now? Is that feeling better? We've got a lot of fears that's coming on here. Fear of not earning enough money now during this pandemic, fear of losing my soulmate, afraid my mum will die, I cried, fear of being taken away due to the agenda, restrictions, fear and control. Yeah, it's huge, all these fears. Anyone that is now feel clear, join in. Let's just support and help everybody else that's still got that going on, those fears, releasing and dissolving those, releasing those from the very first time that they were ever created in this life and in any past lifetimes, and releasing anything that's hidden that's connected to any of that, releasing and dissolving that with speed, ease and grace for the highest good of all, releasing and dissolving all of these fears now, fully, completely and permanently. Feeling a bit better, Melissa? Awesome. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing and keep allowing it to come up. You might feel it if you're feeling like, oh, it's caught in your body. Just breathe light. So I want you to imagine that you're breathing light into that and allowing that to dissolve. We've got lots of people, we've got so many people working behind the scenes with you all as well. Just keep breathing and releasing and dissolving. Let's dissolve all those cords, all those hidden cords and attachments and those chains and those energy reversals, releasing, dissolving all of these and everything that's under this fear, anywhere there's a feeling of powerlessness, anywhere this is connected to past life, anything else that's under these fears, anything that's holding that in place, let's just pull the plug on those, release it and dissolve everything that we've got going on there. Releasing and dissolving, releasing and dissolving, breathing. Shirley feeling here, fantastic. Shirley, add your energy, that support. Shauna feeling here. Sammy feeling amazing, fantastic. Dreamer, you made me feel so much better. Beautiful angel, thank you so much. Jennifer, I have no fear. Yes. Kirsty feeling better, fantastic. Well done. Let's just keep adding. We've still got a little bit of fear going on, so we're all here for a reason. You are all powerful. You are all awesome. Add your energy. Set your intention. Let's start clearing for everyone that's listening now. And let's start clearing also on this bigger humanity view for humanity. All these fears, all these programs. Let's start dissolving all these big programs where we're programmed to be fearful. For example, around Friday the 13th, let's start releasing, dissolving all of those programs, releasing and dissolving all of these fears that we've got. Bernadette's feeling really good now, fantastic. Add your energy, let's start shifting it for the planet. When I think of why I'm here, I see the world in front of me. I just want a hug and love. And that's why I feel I'm here. And I'm sure so many of you are going to resonate with that as well. So just add your energy. Let's start releasing these programs, these fear programs that people are feeling stuck with, entrenched with. And we're going to release it. And we're going to release it from the very first time it was ever created in anybody. These were first implanted in humanity. We're going to release and dissolve that. I don't know if any of you can see and feel the dragons working with us right now. So, oh yeah, releasing and dissolving that. Let's release and all these fear programs and patterns that we've got on this planet right now, releasing and dissolving that for humanity. So let's set them free. Take off the prison this prison of fear that can hold all of us in, the prison around money and safety and, you know, living and dying of the future and vaccines and all these things that we can have. Let's just start releasing this fear, because when we're in fear, our vibrations here, we want to be up here. This is who we truly are, right up here. Love, light. And these are just like chains. I just see them as like chains. And we're just going to sever and delete and dissolve all of these, including anything hidden, releasing and dissolving these. Shauna, no fear. Yes. Kirsty, feeling clear. Yes. Fantastic. Let's keep going. Amanda, just let me know what's going on, what you're sensing as well. We're going to be clearing anyone that's going to listen to this in the future. Always like to set the intention, because obviously not everyone, the dragons are amazing, ain't they? Just, oh yeah, they're like, we're here to serve humanity, and all of us here, all of us. You know, we have come from all over the universe. We've come all from over the universe. We've been here times and time again. We've been in different realms, in different dimensions, and we're all here right now in a human body. And we got free will. This is the most powerful thing. We're in a human body. We have free will. We can help create. We can help this change. We can help shift. It's exciting. Let's keep breaking those programs of fear, releasing, clearing. That's feeling clear. I just want, Amanda, if you can just check in with me and just let me know what you're sensing on that. And if any of you else like to comment as well. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. These programs, have we got... So, releasing. Let's just keep releasing. Keep releasing. Keep letting go. Beautiful. Let me know how you're doing. Does anybody else still have any fear that's listening to this call? Let me know now, please. Just type in me. And we can work with you. Or if you want to give a bit more information, please do that. Just check in. Do I feel any fear? If you know how to muscle test yourself with your fingers, or with you sway with your body as a pendulum, muscle test yourself, or just tune in, feel inside your body. Is there fear? It's dissolving so quick. Yeah. Just cleared a layer of sticky fear from the whole planet. Fear that wasn't ours, just an energy that controlled us so much tonight. Now let's add even more light to that. Absolutely. Oh, gosh, I can feel it. Watch just breathe, so I know it's going. I love that, Christy. Washing machine was spinning. It was so nice. I gave it to my feet to spin it out. Brilliant. Hannah, I can feel the peace. Yeah. Oh, let's look at the planet. Look at the planet. Can you feel or sense any fear on the planet? All these layers, programs, right? Let's ask anything that's hidden. Anything hidden. Suppressed, that's anything, show yourself now, and then release and dissolve any and all remaining fear programs, anything that's going on for any of you. Everyone's feeling clear on the call. Amanda, can you just tune in for anyone that's going to be watching this on the future? It feels so yes, sometimes I felt fear when things are going differently in life, many changes. That is an earth energy. I'm getting used to that. Does anyone else feel like that? Yeah, I think we all would say we feel like that. Before I come on here today, I felt a little, is that fear? There's no fear. It's just little butterflies, you know, cute butterflies flying around, because obviously I'm holding that space. I've been getting in that energy, and we've been connecting and doing the work before we come on here. And it's not fear. If you hold your breath, it's like you can be stuck in fear. But if you breathe through it, so that's not fear, that's excitement. Those little excited butterflies. Jacqueline, today is I can't say it, Jacqueline, I'm so sorry. Is it Darwelly, the Festival of Light? So let's bring in tons of light, and yeah, more light to add to that. Beautiful, yeah. If any of you have seen Stardust at the end, when she's a star that falls to us, one of my favourite films, fantastic. And at the end, she hugs onto a man. He goes, what are you doing? She goes, I'm doing what I do best, shining. Just breathe in. Boof, and imagine your light spreading this light all over the world. All over the world. Hannah, Melissa, I've been having migraines and neck pain. I feel something stuck there. It's been there a long time. Yeah, Melissa, right. All eyes on Melissa. Migraines and neck pain. Yeah, there is something that's stuck. Let's just release and dissolve. What's ever going on with migraines? Obviously, I'm not a doctor. Always get yourself checked out by a medical professional, but anything on an energetic level, let's release. Hi, Alison. Let's release that for you. Anything that's stuck in any of you. We can sometimes have implants. I don't feel like we've got any entities going on, but if there's anything that's not an entity, but it's not meant to be there, implant, darkness, let's release and dissolve all of that. Release and dissolve that. Loads of light. If you're clear, add to the light. We're having like a celebration, a festival of light. Add to the light. If you want to do singing bowls, if you want to drum, if you want to light a candle, if you want to do Ho'oponopono, whatever you're feeling, bring in that light and that energy. Let's dissolve these programs of fear. Let's send some energy to Melissa. So man, there's still some fear left that's come up and was hidden under the other fear. We can clear that too. Oh yes, we can. Awareness is the first step. Awareness is the first step. As I say to all members when we do our calls, once we find it. Jennifer, I've been listening to Lauren Daigle music non-stop. I am brainwashing myself with positive music and ignoring the mainstream media noise. Yes. Discernment. I said on 2 days ago on the 11/11, discernment is really important. You will feel the vibration. We're highly sensitive. If I was bullshitting, excuse the swearing, you'd know. I can't come on here and pretend to be anything I'm not with any of you, because you'd see straight through my stuff. You see straight through me. We can do this with some people. Some people are a little bit more slippery. Something like mainstream media is very obvious, that kind of energy and what they're spurting out. I haven't watched it for well over 10, 12 years. But unfortunately, it can be in our energy, in our environment. It's trusting you know what's right. All of your team is all clear as well. We've done a lot of work on that on Tuesday. Relieving Terence to go to work, being spirit. Shirley, 100%. We're linked in with everyone that can't be here too. Stiff neck too. Rachel. Hi, Robbie. Rachel, let's get some energy into Rachel's neck. I'm immediately getting past life stuff for you, Rachel. I think we're going to have some stuff. Babs, bit of fear for others in the heart chakra. Yeah. It feels warm there now. Thank you all, Melissa. So let's go to Rachel's neck. And anyone else that it's just going to go where we're going to go. We're just beaming light and healing, holding that space. We're just doing what we're here to do, right? This is what we're all on the planet to do. You're all healers. You're all amazing. All of you. Let's get into those beautiful hearts. Let's release this. And this, I know one of our journey calls that we do. I do weekly journey calls with my soul circle, if you wonder what a journey call is. And we end up clearing up loads of stuff. There was something that was off planet, stuff that had happened off planet. And I'm feeling we may well be tuning into that. So if there is anybody that's had some awful things that have happened on another planet, another dimension, let's just release and dissolve all that fear, all those energy reversals, all those chains, anything that's hidden there, releasing and dissolving that. Oh, what about eyes? Many are feeling achy eyes. Can you check on my ability to see clearly? So let's just send lights to everybody's eyes. It may well be because obviously of what we're seeing right now going on the planet. Remember, what's there, we can't see with this eye, see with this rather than these. I've lit a red candle, love and light to all. Thank you, Dreamer. Full headaches. Let's just send it. What we're going on, what we've got is got a lot of programming, and it can affect this, can't it? Our lovely little thought processes. So anything that we've got that's going on, I'm feeling and sensing. Some of you maybe too that we've. It's like a meshing. It's like a mesh. We've done a lot of work on different layers and overlays, but I'm feeling we've got like meshing going on in people's heads around, and obviously eyes and ears. It's like a mesh. I don't know if anyone else is feeling this or sensing this. Let's just release and dissolve this from whenever it was very first put on, releasing it in the most gentle, harmonious way for everybody and for the highest good of all, everyone on this call and everyone whose higher self gives us permission. Any light workers, earth angels, anyone that's on that higher timeline whose higher self gives us permission, we're going to release this for you all as well. Melissa is feeling better. My heart feels open, giving love back. Awesome. Add to the energy. Add to the energy. Hold the space for everyone else. Healing to everyone else. You're all healers. You're all healers. I think it was about 7 or 8 years ago I actually done a course, Healer, Heal Thyself. We need to do that work on ourselves, and then we can help other people. As an earth angel, we can help lots of people. Do you ever find lasting love? Yeah. You find it with yourself first, I believe, Hannah. I think you're, from my understanding, I think you're fairly new in the group. Of course we do. When we find that love within ourselves, the most important relationship is the one with ourselves and with this beautiful divine body that we're all in, no matter what shape or size. Having that love and acceptance for yourself is the most important, because if you accept you, you're going to naturally attract other people that will. But if you hate yourself, and we're going to come to hate in a moment, if you hate yourself, you're going to attract people that's going to bring that back. That's going to show that to you. I did a series in the Soul Circle. I think it's the first one we shifted from the Sanctuary to Soul Circle, which is how do I feel about myself? Because I had stuff and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. How many times have I hated on myself? Let's clear this. And then I led all the Soul Circle members through that series as well, so that we just accept ourselves. We just love ourselves. So, but 100% we find lasting love. It is within. How's everyone doing? Kirsty, how are your eyes feeling? Do they feel shifted? Is there anything stuck there? Let me know. Post anybody else live on the call. If you're feeling any fear, you can check in, say muscle test, feel into it. Is there anything stuck in your energy now that's connected to this fear, or if there's any powerless or anything underneath that? Amanda, I just want to check in. So just for, we've got people that's going to listen to this call in the future. We just want to clear any remaining and any hidden programs of fear. And we're just going to help shift that on the worldview for humanity. These programs where we've been programmed, this fear narrative, controlling this, release and dissolve all of that. Release and dissolve. Lifetimes of torture releasing. And let's release this with speed, ease and grace, the most gentle, harmonious way. We're releasing it for you, and we're releasing it for all light workers here on the planet. We're releasing it for humanity. We're releasing it for humanity. It is so powerful when our energies combine, guys. I'm like, whoa, just want to hug you all so much. We're all upstairs, we're all like celebrating. I don't know if you can feel that energy upstairs. It's beautiful. Because so yeah, Rachel, as healers, we think of how many of us have been burnt at the stake and all the things that we have suffered and seen on this planet. Some of us have been incarnating over and over. Lemuria, Atlantis, ancient Egypt, you know, all these different time periods. Many of you have been here before, time and time again. Some of you have been watching, observing. But yeah, it's with this planet has had it pretty hard. A beautiful Gaia. No more, no more. We're ascending. We're really helping the ascension process today on this powerful day. We ain't going to be the only group of people doing this. We're all over the world. We're all over the world. So, but we're adding our part. We're doing what we can. Oh, so Kirsty, fab. Thank you. Watching the clouds as you speak. Feeling very peaceful. Beautiful. Hold that space. Send that out over the planet. Jennifer, I love me and I love you all. My heart feels strong and I'm opening it up for you all right now. Yes, beautiful, Jennifer. Simon, yay, you feel amazing and calm. I hope you're good, my friend. Louise, lit a candle, fantastic. Jennifer, you are safe. Amanda, yes, we uncover more fears we go along, but also so much more light allowing in. Yes, Jennifer, you are protected. Yes, especially Friday the 13th, connected to the burning. Yes, love back all of you. Yes, yeah, we're releasing. It's clearing. It's beautiful. Right, I want to move on to the next thing because it's something Rachel has just said. Friday the 13th, connected to the burning, beautiful divine feminine, the day of the goddess, and the hate that we have suffered and endured as women, as men too, but obviously as with the day of goddess, we'll start with the women. Hi Madeline. So we've got the hate towards women in general. It still goes on this planet. What's going on? It's still there. It's still there. It's dark. It's nasty. We have a lot of hatred on this planet. We have hate for the colour of people's skin, what political party people support, where people live, you know, the people's shapes and sizes. There's so much hate on the planet. We haven't come here to hate people. Now, I understand there's some nasty, nasty, evil people on this planet, and as I've already said, it's not our job to judge anyone. That's God's job. And guess what? We've got the law of karma. Takes care of them, okay? It takes care of all those evil, all those bad people, all those people and things out there that have done evil things. And there's a lot of evil, unfortunately, guys. That's not our job to judge. Karma will deal with them, okay? But what we do want to do is we want to release that hatred from here. Because if we're feeling hate, we're down here. We want to be up here. A lot of you here now, it's fantastic. But if we get political, or if we get colour, or all these different things that can trigger, maybe someone does something bad to you a long time ago. Unfortunately, it happens to so many. Holding on to that hatred, like holding on to anger, is holding a hot coal in your hands. Who's getting burnt? You're getting burnt. They're not. They're not. We're the ones that's going to hurt ourselves, our beautiful bodies, our divine vessels that houses our spirit and our soul and this love that we are. This is what's going to get hurt. And when we can suppress that anger and that hate, we sprouts up in all these different diseases as well. We've not come here to hate. We've not come here to hold anger. We've come here to love and show the way. So we're gonna do some work on that, okay? I'm just gonna have a quick thing. So Dawn says, I'm not in need of a fear release, but I will say, if your human body and mind in this life have fears and stresses, you must release these before you'll be able to find yourself beyond your human boundaries. Absolutely, Dawn. Absolutely. Angel, what a palaver to get here. Bless you, Angel. You're here right now. You're here. I'm grateful to have you here with us. Simon, really good. Awesome to connect again. Absolutely, Simon. We've never been disconnected, though, have we? Rachel, yes, divine, beloved, feminine. Simon, 13 is the number of cycles in the universe. So this is the end of a cycle, ready for a brand new world. Oh, yes. Who else is ready for a brand new world? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. My daughter struggles with this. Her gifts are profoundly obvious, yet she cannot connect to them due to her fears and anxieties over a very traumatic childhood. She's got to learn to get that out and release them, as we all do. It's a beautiful world outside of that prison we are locked up in. Inside ourselves, I've broken those chains. It's so wonderful, fantastic. She would have been connected into this. Get her to watch this this replay, Dawn, that will help her. We have sent that out. We've set the intention to help release other people that are feeling these chains, these things around fear. So she would have linked in on some level with that, her higher self to give permission, but if need be, get her to rewatch this. There is some albums. In the albums, there's little short energy clearing videos that I've done as well. If you're in the midst, there's emergency SOS. So if you're in the midst of watch one of those videos. It will just help shift the energy for you. The thing is, we can all do this ourselves. As all my Soul Circle members know, I give them their wings. They can quite easily fly away if they want to, because I'm not here to say, I am the healer, come to me, let me fix you, and you have to keep coming back. No, I can't do that, because that's inauthentic. And two, I want to create other leaders and other teachers and other masters and empower everybody. Give your wings, give that strength. We can all heal ourselves, but sometimes we all need a little bit of help, myself included there, okay? So we can learn to empower and to release stuff ourselves, but if you get stuck, which we all do, there's videos in the album. Sometimes you've got to go to photos to see the albums. It depends what you're on, but they're there. If you get stuck, just comment on one of us admin will tag you in those. And obviously in the announcements of the group, there's lots of past lives that I've done where I try and write what we've covered in those lives. I'll shift stuff, but yeah, there'll be something there that will help you with pretty much hopefully everything. Robbie, unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness for others and ourselves for this life and all past lives. Yep. Bernadette, I know I try to love my fibromyalgia. It's difficult at times. Yes. Sometimes there can be stuff going on underneath. I always look into the mind-body connection with everything, with something like that. Sometimes we got to go on a hunt. We've got to go on a hunt to find stuff, what's causing stuff. I believe anything can be healed. Anything. But sometimes with dis-ease, sometimes it serves us to be in that. I know that sounds weird, but there's like some kind of secondary gain. So we just need to look at different things like that. But you're so lovable, no matter anything, any disease that may be going on. You're still lovable. You're still worthy of love. And thank you for my healing. Allow that healing to keep flowing in. Your body knows what to do. So Hannah says, I haven't told many people, but I see God, and in dreams he tells me I am the one to heal others and to learn so much about the universe. I am not human. You're well at home here, Hannah. Jenny, hi, first time watching you. Welcome, Jenny. I hope you're enjoying me. Blah, blah. I do talk a lot and I do talk fast. Louise, yes, thank you. Yes, I agree. Awesome. Okay, let's get to this one about hate, shall we? Hate is huge. Now, as I'm a curious person, I think if I was an animal, I'd definitely be a cat. Curious. I'm like, oh, this is interesting, all this hate. I wonder if we've been programmed to hate. Possibly there may be some programs of hate going on. Let's start releasing those, shall we? So what I'd like you to do is I would like you to feel that hate. You may have someone in particular in your life, okay? You're safe. We're not going to open up anything. You're not going to relive any trauma or anything like that. In fact, we'll be sending a lot of healing and light, and when everyone's clear, we're going to be adding to help that for you to release. I want you to think of people that you hate. Now, this could be someone in your life that's done something awful and that you're holding on to this energy. It needs to be released. We want to get you to this higher energy, okay? Allow more light in and healing in. Or it could be someone on the world stage, okay? There's a lot of hate, obviously, if you're in the US or if your eyes are on the US. We've just had an election in the US, and there's a lot of hate on both sides, unfortunately. This isn't about who's right, who's wrong. Not about that. This is about feeling that love and holding and knowing that God wins. You know, God's in charge with all of this. Whether you believe in God, the higher power, okay? I know God can trigger some people even with that word, and I'm not religious, because all religions are rivers that run to that sea. So, but there's a lot of hate, and I think we've got a lot of programming around it myself. Let's start releasing that, shall we? So just start allowing yourself to feel it. I want you to open up, allow yourself to feel that hate. Might be a little bit, but let's release. Nice. Let's start releasing and dissolving all this hate. Releasing and dissolving this hate with speed, ease, and grace. Releasing and dissolving this from the very first created, whether it's been inherited, generational, ancestral. Let's release all these programs of hate. Any thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, patterns, habits, programs, or memories that's connected to this hate and these programs of hate. Let's start releasing and dissolving those now. Releasing and dissolving, letting go. Taking off the power, taking away the power from that. Let's release and dissolve that. Anywhere from any past lives, anything that's been conditioned into you, releasing and dissolving all this hate. And let's start releasing and dissolving now all those chains, all those reversals, all that trauma that may be underneath that, and all this yucky, heavy stuff. Releasing and dissolving all of that now. Allow it to come up. Just keep breathing. Keep breathing. Those of you that feel clear of hate, and I know we're going to have some of you on here, hold space. We're going to be doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I'm working with you. We're surrounded. We've got some of the Soul Circle members that have done a lot of work and are here for you all, holding the space, releasing, healing, letting that go, allowing that to be dissolved. With speed, ease, and grace for the highest good of all. For the highest good of all. Releasing and dissolving all of those cords, all of those attachments, all of that trauma from this life and any and all past lives, anywhere that's come from any past lives. Releasing, dissolving. Let's release anything that's hidden, connected to that. Anything that's holding that in place. Okay, release and dissolve. Anything hidden, holding any of that in place. Releasing and dissolving all of that. Nice and easy. And just keep breathing. Feel it, breathe, let it go. I was going to burst into a Frozen song then, if any of you are seeing the Frozen. I'm not going to start singing. I used to, when I was younger, I used to sing to my friend, and she used to howl in the car. So that's not very kind. I've not been here to come be a singer, as much as I love singing. Okay, yeah, just let it go. Let it go. Yeah, okay, let's have a little look. Hate is energy, and yes, while it's painful, it all gets transmuted and filtered into pure light energy, and energy is beautiful, exactly what is needed. It's time. So yes, let go of this pain. Oh, I'm getting cool. Oh, how's all your energy? Deb's 11111. Yes, Shauna, the US is a hot mess right now, isn't it? Just can use to help to all help and get to raise the vibration 100%, dissolving all this fear. Let's dissolve it in you first, yeah? And dissolve any and all fear. Who you hating? Who's holding on to some hate? Open, be willing, and let it go. Remember, it's not hurting anybody else, not hurting anyone else. I can remember, I'll share from my own experience. I've had times when I really hate someone or I'm really angry. And you may well resonate with this, some of you. And it's like I can feel this firebomb, this fireball of energy, and I'm like, oh, I'm so angry, I hate this person. And I can feel it growing, and I'm like, I just want to go, oh, and throw it. And it's like, karma. We don't want to be putting this energy out to other people. Karma deals with people. God judges. Karma deals with. It's not our job. Not our job. And it's like with forgiveness, we're not forgiving someone of bad deeds. And there's a lot of bad people on this planet. Unfortunately, I know things that I wish I didn't know sometimes. But there's no hate, there's no judgment, there's no anger, because I'm not here to judge. Because with what's happening, we are all one. Unity. That's where we need to be. Unity and love. Yes, there's some evil, dark things going on. It's not our job to judge them. We need to release this, because all that's doing is those ball and chains around our ankles holding us down. Hold us down. Keep breathing. We're just still. Can you feel that? Does that feel nice and light for everybody? Feeling different? Michael, I love everyone. We are all part of one as the divine beauty. Absolutely. I don't feel like I have any hate. Fantastic, Kirsty. Hold the space. Help the healing for everyone else. Simon, holding space for all that need it. We support you all with love and light. Absolute. No judgment. No judgment for any of you. Like, oh, I really want to hate this person. I know, but just let it go anyway. Let's just fill it with light instead. Let them go. Karma deals with them, not you. God judges, not us. We're not here to judge. We're here to love. We're here to hold that light. Can you? I mean, I'm just goosebumping all over. Goosebumping all over. Oh, Hannah, I'm sensing light energy all around. Love bombs, yes. Learn your lesson from the ones you hate, and you can mirror yourself back sometimes. It's all about perspectives, absolutely. What you will find is when you hate somebody, you're hating an aspect of yourself. One of the series that I done in the Soul Circle, I think it was this year we done that, was Others as Our Mirrors. Interesting. Because I'll share, just give you a bit of perspective. It was something I had to deal with my ex. We're still clearing, by the way. I'm just waffling, just telling you a story. And I brought up some emotions as me, as some of my members know. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I'm feeling this energy. But have I ever done this to someone else? Oh, yes, I have. Oh, interesting that, isn't it? We're not here to be perfect. Remember that. We've all done stuff. We've all done things we're not proud of. Felt awful emotions towards other people. That's okay, because we can just let it go. Still a bit hidden. Yep, it's all that hidden stuff. Releasing all this hidden stuff. Anything that's holding any of that in place. Anything that's connected to that. Any thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, patterns, habits, programs, memories. Releasing, dissolving any entities, any darkness, any cords, any attachments, any chains, any reversals. Releasing and dissolving all of that hate. Releasing and dissolving that. If you're feeling light and you're feeling, I'm feeling the love, let's send it all over the planet. Let's help dissolve and release and dissolve this pattern, these programs where we have been programmed to hate. Unfortunately, I see it a lot in the world. Groups of people, individuals. It's not serving us, it's not serving them. Just release and dissolve, release and dissolve it. Let's get to a place when we can see every person as a soul, because we are all souls. Some of us, maybe not particularly nice ones. But I say, once again, it's not our job to judge. Karma deals with those people. If you can call some of them people, but karma deals with them. We're still all souls. We still all come from source. And I believe, may resonate with this, but I believe there will be some beings that will be dissolved. No more. Because of their deeds. Releasing and dissolve all these patterns and these programs of hate. I want you just to check in if you feel nice and clear. Just to check in, see if you can feel that program, this layer, and release and dissolve that. Let's just bombard it with light. Amanda, so just feel it feels a lot clearer. Sorry, man, because I'm obviously if you can just check. Continue pumping that beautiful light into all the dark areas. You're all awesome. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So, high five you all. Oh dear, what's this? So Tracy, my husband's just been on the phone to his son laughing about me, the things I believe in truth. He say they are not awake. I heard him say things about me. Let's just let her get on with it. She's a conspiracy theorist, was trying to help him see, not to have the Maxine, he not listening, and to hear him talk about me like this, I feel I can move him more. I'm going to give 20 years. Any ideas? Bless you. It's very, very hard. I know this is happening so much, unfortunately. Love him, accept him. As it's very challenging when you've got family that are on different vibrations. I believe everything happens for a reason, season, lifetime with relationships and stuff like that. Unfortunately, you've just got to love and accept, and we've all got our own path to go on. It's a bit like, have you seen The Matrix? I love The Matrix. There's a really good video. I'll post it in the group at some point, and it's about how it's the spiritual journey that we go through on The Matrix. We're still releasing, by the way, as I'm talking, and how we have obviously the red pill and the blue pill, and there's a character in it called Cypher, which it explains in the video that actually counts as like a 0, whereas Neo is an anagram of 1, and how he wishes he could take the blue pill because he knows it's not real, but it's just easier to be in that ignorance. Unfortunately, some of us, that's our path. And it is, sometimes we've got to just love and let go, and it hurts and it's painful and it's not easy. You will get support. Just keep sharing. We're here to support you. There's so many people that are dealing with this right now, unfortunately. So I'm sending you a big, big virtual hug and love around this, Tracy. It's hard. It's less than easy. Simon, divisions were designed so limited, so we're limited in our power, because our power is a group effort through love and giving out positive energy. Absolutely. It's like that energy we've got going on in this group right now. Bernadette, feeling really clear. Thank you. Fantastic. My light is shining really large. Let's send it over the planet. Let's send it for all the souls that have this program, that they've been programmed to hate, start dissolving and breaking up that program that's over the planet. Amanda feels nice and clear now. Yeah. Bernadette, my husband thinks I'm weird. Randall, my family, bless them. I get loads of rude remarks. Me too. Me too. I've been talking about earth angels for 12 years. So yeah, I've had all of it a little bit as well. Yes, the light dissolves all the shadows. Absolutely. Look how, how it can be all overcast, and that sun comes out from behind the clouds and boom. You cannot wake someone up who's pretend to be asleep. Unfortunately, you can't. It's not our job to save anyone. I know that sounds weird. Not really. No, we're not here to save people. We're not here to fix people. We're here to love ourselves, accept ourselves, do the work on ourselves, and then shine that out and help other people. We can help people if they want us to help them, but if they don't, that's their choice. Unfortunately, it's hard. Trust me. I've felt this as well for such a long time, wanting to help people, and they don't want that help. And you just feel frustrated, and you can't help people that don't want to help themselves. That's why it's great to be here with you, with all of you, because you're open. You want to support. You want to help. You want to help the planet. Let's help ourselves and then help the planet. It's fantastic. So Christy sent you a reply, Tracy. He needs to have his truth just like you. My husband is fast asleep. He would have the Maxine. I have to allow. I can't. I don't blame it. It's a hard lesson. Yeah. Soul family, soul family. I keep saying I feel like I'm living the Matrix, Stephanie. We are, yes, thank you so much. I want you to all check in. Hate. Do I hate anyone? Is there any hate that I have for any living being on this planet? Think people in your family, think world leaders. Just let me know if we got any hate going on for any of you. And if you're clear, once again, let's just keep dissolving that programs where we have been programmed to hate. Chrissy says, got some beautiful friends and family wide awake and others fast asleep. It's all divine. Yeah. So, yeah, any remaining hate, being awake takes great courage and bravery. Not everyone has these amazing qualities, so just love the ones through it. Yeah. That's why I remember when I first set up this group in 2008. It was so people didn't feel alone. So people, and I tell you what, I have been blessed to connect with so many soul family from this group. The connections that people have made by being in this group are beautiful. It's so important to surround yourself with like-minded people and people that understand you, that love and accept you, and that can help you when you're feeling because we it's up and down for all of us, ebb and flow, night and day, in and out. That's life. We can feel fantastic and then we can feel a bit low, and that is okay. So Hannah saying, very true. Started businesses through guidance of spirituality. I sense life flows to you and you're a guide to the right person in your life. 100%. So Bernadette doesn't hate, disappointed. Anybody else feeling any hate? Is there any main hate? So we're going to move on to anger. Say anger is like holding a hot coal and expecting someone else to get burnt. We're the ones that's going to get hurt. So let's just release some of that anger. Some of the anger that we see that's going on this planet right now. There's a lot to be angry at when you want to have a little look, but let's just start releasing it. People in your life, people around you, let's start releasing this anger. Let's start releasing this anger now. And most gentle, harmonious way, releasing and dissolving any end reversals, any cords, any chains, releasing this from any past lives. Anyway, you got any of this from past lives that you're holding on to it, releasing and dissolving this anger. I've got disappointment and sadness for how they behave. Victoria's saying, yeah. So let's start releasing and dissolving that. All this anger, all this disappointment, sadness. So we're going to be looking around us, and then we're going to be looking on a world view. If you're finding that you're feeling clear, add your energy for the collective. Let's start releasing and shifting this for the collective. Okay, got a lot of holding space for everybody. Beautiful. Releasing and dissolving all this anger, all this disappointment, all this sadness. So release and dissolve any programs, anywhere we've been programmed to hate. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, they're there. Release and dissolve any and all programs, releasing anywhere. This has been inherited, generational, ancestral, releasing it back from the very first time it was created within any of our ancestors. Let's clear that out. Release and dissolve all of that. Coast is clear. Fantastic. Add your energy. Let's add your energy to the collective. Let's start dissolving these patterns and these programs for humanity. There's so many that are light workers, earth angels, on high timeline, and they're still stuck. We've got programs going on. So if anyone higher self gives permission, we're going to release and dissolve that for them. And releasing and dissolving that for anybody, because obviously there's going to be a lot of people that can't actually be live with us here today, but are adding their energy with us in spirit. So let's release and dissolve all this anger, all this disappointment. Releasing and dissolving all this anger, all this fear, releasing and dissolving anything that's holding any of that plate, any chains, anything that's underneath that, any thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, patterns, habits, programs, memories. Let's release and dissolve all of that for the complete impermanently of time, space, realities, and dimensions. Beautiful. That feels really nice and clear. I just want to check in with you all. Just check in. How do you feel? Have we got any anger? Have we got any of this heavy energy that's still going on? Have we got any programs? If you're feeling clear, let's just send this light and just see the programs. I literally just see the like overlays, dissolving them, releasing, freeing people. Alexandra's back. Hey, Alex. I've just been doing Ho'oponopono while we've been doing this. So just release and dissolve anything that you can see, any darkness. I mean, I know this, just send this collective energy and send this layer of love and light, releasing and dissolving. This is on my mind, make me as pure gold, the vibration of Christ consciousness. Wonderful. Obviously, I can't play that right now, Angel, but thank you. I'll listen to that later. Yeah, beautiful. That's been nice, clear. Amanda, I just want to check in with you. Let me know if there's anything. Okay, got some beautiful support going on here in the group. Bless you all. It's feeling nice and clear. Just let me know. Anybody's got any hate, any anger, anything sticky that's still going on, and if not, we're going to get into that meditation. I think what we might do is we might check on the suppression. I think what we will do is I'll just double check if we've got anything hidden for all of you. Simon, I see a pile of papers, and each page you dissolve of hate, etc., is clearing the whole stack of paper of the global collective's negative energy. Yeah, cool, isn't it, Simon? Amazing. I want you to just jump. Yeah, it does feel nice and clear, doesn't it, Amanda? Yes, thank you. Anything else? Any other programs that you've got going on? Any spells? Interesting. One of the things I was speaking to someone earlier, curses and spells. It's coming through, so I feel we need to work on this a little bit because we've got a real powerful energy going on now. Any curses that you have had placed on you, or any spells, any mind spells, anything to keep you under some kind of disillusion for yourself, and then we're going to go for the collective. Okay, we're going to start releasing these curses and spells for the collective. Let's release and dissolve now any and all curses and any all spells on any of you individually, any of you that listen to this recording, and for humanity, if you've given your higher self permission, this release and dissolve any and all curses and spells, any programs connected to this. And what we've got going is called spelling for a reason. Yes, it is. Release and dissolve. Let's shine a light on all of these curses and spells. Any of you that have been cursed in the past lives, release and dissolve all of that and everything connected to that and underneath that. Oh, just letting that go. Release. Mind spell placed on me. Yeah, there's lots. Oh gosh, energy. Yes, let's release and dissolve any and all mind spells placed on any of you now from whenever this was very first created. Releasing this now, releasing where this is generational, ancestral, inherited, releasing and dissolving all of that, and releasing all of these mind spells from the very first time they were ever created. Releasing and dissolving these for all of you now. Letting that go. If you're feeling clear, humanity, let's start doing it for our beautiful brothers and sisters, our light workers, those that are here to help this planet, this great awakening on the planet. Let's release and dissolve. Release, dissolve. Was this I did from because I didn't have enough mind to... Bless you, Bernadette. Release and dissolve any and all spells. Let's render and delete and dissolve all of those now. All of those now. The only things that we want placed on us is blessings. Bless people, love people. We don't want none of this heavy, darker stuff, these spells, these curses. No. Release and dissolve all of these now, please, fully, completely, and permanently for time, space, realities, and dimensions. Anything that's hidden, lurking in the shadows, release, shine a light on those, and release and dissolve these for everybody. Spells, absolutely, Angel. Yeah, release and dissolve. So, yeah, thank you, Tracy and Chris. Have a nice little conversation. I won't read it out, but bless you both. I love the support. Release and dissolve. Stephanie, just check if you've got anything left on you. If there's anything left, that should feel nice and clear now. Anyone that's had a spell placed on them, especially connected to this, with what to think around different things, release and dissolve all of those now from the very first time that they were ever created. And let's clear any thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, patterns, habits, memories, everything and anything connected to any of that. Release and dissolve all of that. The thing is, we're also flipping powerful. if we knew how powerful, it's that quote, isn't it? It's our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is not our darkness that scares us, it's our light. Bernadette gone. Fantastic, clean now. Yes. Amanda, just double checking. Is there anything else I'm missing? It's feeling clear. Oh, might be a little something like there. Release and dissolve. Release and dissolve anything that may be hidden there. And let's just add our collective energy for all our brothers and sisters on this planet, for humanity that have had spells cast on them, these programs. Do this, think this, believe this. Let's release and dissolve all of those. Shine in your light. Releasing and dissolving any and all mind spells, any programs, anything that is of lower vibration. Releasing and dissolve. Yes, we are powerful. Looks like to me. It does, doesn't it? Ooh, felt it. Leave it zoomed out. Oh gosh. It's just want to laugh. I don't know why I'm going all like. Oh, yes. If there's any suppression, just feel a little bit of hidden anger, fear programs. Yeah, let's close. I'm feeling like there's a little bit of a suppression. So, where we can be suppressed. So we've got the day of the goddess, the divine feminine. Obviously, yeah, we have our divine masculine as well. We've got a little bit of hidden fear, anger program. So all of you, you're clear? Boom, expand your energy. We've got all our guides. We've got the whole energy of this now. And let's shine a light and release and dissolve anything that is hidden. Any anger, any fears, any programs, any curses, any spells. Release and dissolve these for humanity, for the highest good of all. For the highest good of all. Releasing and dissolving any of these programs, releasing anything that's hidden, any cords or chains, reversals, attachments, hooks, anything that's holding any of that in place. Release and dissolve. Release and dissolve. It feels clear now. It feels nice and clear. Suppression, one of my soul contracts. Not no more. Ooh, okay, you will feel your power. You go shut there and you say, whoa, you feel your energy between your yeah. Oh dear. If any of you have anything, any wisdom, any insights, any guidance, any learnings or understandings, anything that you need to receive from the work that we have just done that you wasn't able to access before, allow yourself to receive that now. Nice deep breath in. Because sometimes we all have some learnings and insights and awarenesses. Just allow yourself to receive that now. Just double check if any of you have any of the suppression of the divine feminine, if any of that has been suppressed within you. And also suppression of the divine masculine. I know we focus more on the feminine, the day of the goddess. So the suppression of women has been huge. Just check if any of you have any remaining suppression. I just feel nice and clear, but I just want you to double check. Any suppression. Let's just check in as well if anybody who's going to listen to this recording in the future, if there's anything, any kind of suppression. I feel it's clear. I just want to get a confirmation. Amanda, anybody else, if you're feeling that as well, if you're tuned in, it does feel clear. Let's just double check that, and we're going to go into a meditation. Get our energies nice and expanded. It's interesting how yes, we have a bit of suppression left. Okay, let's be willing now to release any and all suppression. I don't feel like it's anybody here live, but that we have, balance of the divine masculine with feminine. Yeah, absolutely, Simon. Thanks for holding our divine masculine light for us here. There is some suppression of this divine feminine, obviously on this beautiful day, which we should celebrate instead fear that people have over it. Hopefully not so much anymore. Let's release and dissolve any and all suppression, anything that's within any of you, anybody who listens to this replay in the future, and anybody who gives us their higher self permission to release any and all remaining suppression, releasing this now from the very, very, very first time it was ever created, this life or in any past lives, releasing and dissolving any chains, any hooks, any cords, any reversals, anything that may be holding that in place, and anywhere any of this is inherited, ancestral, generational, release and dissolve that. Releasing and dissolve any and all remaining suppression, releasing and dissolving that. And anywhere we're suppressing our divine feminine, ourselves, within us, let's release and dissolve anywhere we have any of that suppression within ourselves for the divine masculine, and anywhere we have any of that suppression for the divine feminine. Did I say masculine? For the divine feminine and for the divine masculine. Release and dissolve now. Nice and open, just let it go. Release. Yes, it's more for humanity than for people here now. Yeah, let's release and dissolve any remaining suppression, any programs, anything that's anyone that's on this planet that's given us their high self permission. Let's release and dissolve that now. You may see that if you're visualizing, you may see in the world view. Let's just send blast it of light, releasing and dissolving that suppression. Releasing and dissolving, and this. With everyone, that the work that we've done today, there are people on the planet that have been suppressed, that have been held in bondage, that their energies like being programmed down like that. It just feels like it's going to be like blinkers on a little bit, like the blink, and they can see for the first time and be like, whoa. And consciousness, that consciousness coming through, doing what's right, because it's time now more than ever that we unite and come together and help to bring in this light and this ascension on this planet right now. That's why we're all here. Oh, okay. You all doing okay? How are you feeling? I do need to keep an eye on the time. Purely for the fact I have the school run to go and pick up my two little darlings from school. And they bring me back to reality a little bit, and then we're going to go for a lovely walk down the beach and connect with beautiful Mother Earth. And you can bring in the violet flame by feeling and see it, the violet colour. Soak it into you and your bones for healing. Beautiful. Let's invoke now the violet flame. See it, feel it. You can really feel that. Soak it into you and your bones for healing. So bring that in. Allow that into your bones and healing for anyone that has any health issues as well. It's beautiful. Thank you, Simon, for sharing. Oh, that's feeling good. Let's go into that meditation. I was set the thing for an hour and a half. I could quite easily probably be in here for about 3 hours, to be fair. But I appreciate all your time. So we're just going to talk you through into a meditation now. I missed a few minutes. I cooked myself. Bless you, Melissa. Your energy, we're just feeling good. We're just about to, just going to talk you into a meditation. If you want to, you can close your eyes. You can get yourself nice and relaxed. And if you want to doze off afterwards, go do so. And just enjoy just being that beautiful energy. If you don't, I will obviously wake you. You're not going to be able to sleep. I'm standing, so I won't be obviously laying down. But you can do the standing up, sitting down, laying down, whatever feels right for you. Whatever feels right for you. Beautiful energy. We've done some powerful work today. I am so appreciative and I am so grateful for you all. As I say, I mean, I stand here talking us through this, but big thank you to all of you, Soul Circle members that have been here, that have done a lot of this work with these programs, with the hate, with the different energies, so that we're clear, so we can hold the space, and then releasing this so quick for you, and you all holding that space and sending out this light and healing. What a difference over the planet. That ripple effect is beautiful. So let's get ourselves in. So I just invite you now just to take some nice deep breaths in and out. Just surrender on the exhale. Breathing calm. And just Relax on the exhale and let it all go. Wash away. Breathe in calm and peace. Nice, deep, slow breaths and relax. And we're just going to command our spirits to bring the thoughts in our head into our hearts. I'm going to command our spirits now to move our consciousness into our heart spaces. Commanding our spirit now to bring in any consciousness here and bringing it down here into those beautiful hearts of yours. Continuing to breathe nice and deeply. And imagine that you are now breathing in and out through your heart space, continuing just relax on that exhale. Breathing into your heart, and I want you to see, sense, feel or imagine that beautiful divine spark in your heart space. And as you breathe into that, I'm going to expand it. So breathing in and expanding that light to fill your chest. Relax on the exhale. Breathing into that light and expanding that to fill your shoulders, come down into your arms, into your hands. Breathing that light down into your hips, down into your legs, into your feet. Breathing into that light and expanding that into your neck, into your head. Just relaxing. Breathing into that light and allowing that light to saturate every cell inside your body. Breathing into that light. Beautiful. Continuing to relax on that exhale, and we're going to expand that light out into your aura, into the different layers of your aura, expanding that light. Releasing anything that may be in your aura, releasing, dissolving, expanding that light out with every breath. Relaxing on that exhale, expanding that light. So you're in this beautiful ball of light. Beautiful ball, like this light radiating from your heart. So you're in this beautiful ball of light. Bring your attention to your heart. Let's think about beautiful Mother Earth. And the love that we have for her. The reason we are all here on this planet. You may like to think of a place in nature, maybe somewhere you've been on holiday, maybe your garden, even the beauty of a flower. Just allow yourself to connect with Mother Earth, whatever feels right for you. And just breathing in deeply, feel that love and that appreciation. And allow that to expand until it overflows, and then send that love and appreciation down your body. Going down over your feet or up on the back of your body, and going down, 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 all the way to the very center of the earth and to the heart chakra of Gaia. This beautiful cord, this beam of light, of love and appreciation going all the way down to the center of the earth. If you'd like to, I invite you to take your consciousness down there now and just meet with Mother Earth. You may want to just give her a hug. She may want to say something to you. Just allow yourself to receive. If there's any message for you, allow yourself to receive that now. Beautiful. And as you're breathing deeply now, I want you to allow yourself to see and feel this love and this appreciation coming up from Mother Earth, coming up this cord. And just below your feet, we have our Earth Star Chakra. We're just going to cleanse and balance that now. Ask Mother Earth to cleanse and balance our Earth Star Chakra, releasing any darkness, anything going on there that shouldn't be, releasing and dissolving that now. And it's a beautiful magenta colour. And breathing that light of Mother Earth into your feet, up your legs. And breathing that into your root chakra at the base of your spine, allowing this to be cleansed and balanced, releasing and dissolving any darkness, anything going on there that shouldn't be, releasing and dissolving that now. And this beautiful red energy, breathing into that, allowing that to get brighter. Beautiful red radiating out from your root chakra, your base chakra at the base of your spine. Breathing into your sacral chakra just below your belly button. Breathing into this and allowing this to be cleansed and balanced by Mother Earth's beautiful energy. Cleansing and balance, releasing and dissolving any darkness that may be in there. It's beautiful orange energy radiating out. Allow that to be healed and cleansed. Breathing into your solar plexus just below your ribs. Breathing into this, breathing up from Mother Earth and allowing this to be cleansed and balanced now. Beautiful yellow, like a beautiful sun shining out. Allow those colours to get brighter with every breath. Breathing up into your heart space. Allowing Mother Earth to cleanse and balance your beautiful hearts. Feeling that love, that connection with Mother Earth. This beautiful green energy radiating out from your heart. You may also sense pink energy. It's your higher heart's beautiful energy. We're going to breathe Mother Earth's energy all the way up into your throat. Allowing this to be cleansed and balanced. This is a beautiful blue energy. Cleansing and releasing any darkness, anything going on there. Releasing that, dissolving that now. Beautiful blue energy. Breathing in Mother Earth all the way up to the centre of your head into your third eye. Allowing this to be cleansed and balanced. This beautiful indigo energy. Releasing anything that shouldn't be there. Dissolving that now. Allow that to be cleansed and balanced. And breathing all the way up to your crown chakra at the top of your head. Allow this to be cleansed and balanced. And breathing in Mother Earth's energy. Allow yourself to feel that grounding, that nurturing energy, that love and that appreciation from Mother Earth that I got you. A beautiful divine Mother Earth. Allow yourself to receive any wisdom, anything she wishes to impart with you now, anything that's waiting there to be awakened, any gifts, maybe any gifts of healing, anything. Allow yourself to receive that now. Beautiful. Bring your attention back to your heart. And you may see, sense, feel or imagine all the angels and guides and dragons and ascended masters and light beings and galactics that we're all surrounded with right now. And allow yourself to start to feel that love and appreciation for all our help and support in spirit. And for our beautiful divine God, our creator, a higher power, source energy. Allow yourself to feel that appreciation of the magnificence of this universe, of the night sky, of the stars, of the expansiveness of it all. And as you feel that and you're feeling that love, allow that love to overflow. And as you breathe into that, on the exhale, descend it out of your crown chakra like a beam that's going up and 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 up, all the way connecting with source. Connecting with source. Beautiful. And I'd like to see, sense, feel or imagine this beautiful vortex that we have over us. We always have it. And light flooding down. I will see these sparkles and this golden energy and this white light, and it's flooding down into our aura. Into our aura, releasing anything that shouldn't be there, and breathing that light into your crown chakra and into both hemispheres of your brain, allowing yourself to breathe in that light. Allowing your both hemispheres of your brain to be balanced. Breathing that light into your chakra, your third eye. Breathing that light into your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your throat. Bring that down into your neck, into your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands. You may feel that radiating out from your hands. Breathing this light into your chest, down your spine, into all your internal organs, down into your hips. Breathing this light down into your legs, into your feet. And just breathe. And feel this light pumping into you, this beautiful divine healing light. Allowing yourself to receive the healing, the light frequencies, the activations, the downloads, whatever is there for you. Allow yourself to receive that now, pumping that light in. Allowing that to fill you, and we're going to expand the physical layer of your aura and expand into the etheric layer of your aura and the mental layer and the emotional layer and the astral layer and the celestial layer and the divine layer, and expanding that light out, radiating that out. Feeling that light pumping down in from source, so that's coming up from Mother Earth and this beautiful heart of yours that's radiating this all out. Feeling that connection, feeling, sensing, feeling all these beautiful beings around you. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to count to 3. And on 3, we're going to take a big deep breath in, and we're literally going to expand our energy to the size of the universe. And we're just going to hold it there for a few moments. And we're going to visualize peace on earth and love and compassion. Okay? So bring your attention into your heart. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, breathe in and expand. And just allow your consciousness to expand to the universe and beyond. And just be in that silence. Breathe in that peace, that beautiful divine love, compassion, acceptance, forgiveness, this healing light. Hold in that beautiful space. Beautiful. Breathe in deeply and feel yourself into your body. Bring your attention back into your body. You may like to, if you'd like to wake up now, wiggle your fingers and your toes and just see, sense this universe within you, this love within you. And we're just going to envelop that and wrap that around the world. And allow it so it's overflowing from you. You're filling yourself up first, and it is overflowing and flowing and pulsating out all over this beautiful planet to all who need it. Beautiful. And when you are ready, if you'd like to stay asleep, just stay as you are. If you'd like to come back round, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, come back to me. Beautiful. Shelby, bless you. You was with us with spirit. You was with us in spirit. How are we all? I hope you've enjoyed today. Wow. Good work. So incredibly grateful for everybody that's joined me live today, for the work that we've done today, for the work that we've done for humanity, for just being here, for being you, the awesome being that you are. I'd love to know if you had any experiences on what we have just done. I have no idea of the time. We'll wrap up in the next 5 minutes. So Christy's put thank you, love to all and beyond. Yes, Erwin. Whew. A nice big shift there for humanity. Beautiful divine goddess, this sacred day of Friday the 13th. That was awesome. Thank you, Sarah. You're welcome, Simon. It's so beautiful when you go into that expansiveness, just the silence, the peace, that vibration, and then seeing our beautiful Mother Earth wrapped in this love and this light and this healing energy. We have done some really powerful work today, everybody. Babs, Amanda, Simon, you're all worthy of the love and this. Shauna, amazing. Yeah. Ooh. So I'm just blown away. I'm incredibly grateful for you. I was feeling, and I'm thinking, this feels like it's going to be one of the most important calls I've ever done, ever. Because when I was thinking, it's interesting about the old programs around the fear, And I'm so pleased, delighted to be here, to be in the space, to be able to lead you all through this. Not forgetting all of you guys, obviously Amanda, Babs, Rhiannon, Samantha, who's tuning in, Jacqueline, all the beautiful members, Simona, Alison. We've done a lot of work in the Soul Circle to hold space, but all of you guys as well. Ko said, this morning I woke up feeling fearful after a beautiful Reiki session the night before. I found you today at the perfect reason. Peace has everyone in mind. Absolutely. Louise. So many of you on here. It's April. Gosh, it's so awesome to see so many of my Soul Circle members on here as well, because we've done a lot of bloody work this year to for me to be in the place to be here and to lead you through this. But all of you are just phenomenal, being willing to open up and to let it all out and to let it all go. When we come together collectively, miracles can occur, and I really feel it. I was getting goosebumps before I was even coming on call thinking about it. We have made a real shift on this planet today. I know there's so many groups and so many people doing stuff, but I really feel this what we've done today is phenomenal. Michael, thank you. Can't stop tingling. Saw so many faces and colours. We'll share more in a post if that's okay. Absolutely. Stephanie, love Simon, and know this will all pay off 100. Victoria, thank you. So glad I could make it in. Thank you all. I'm so glad you was all meant to be here. Everyone who's listened to this, you all meant to listen to this. I will put this up on YouTube, and obviously it'll be in the replay in the group as well. So wonderful we can do this year, and I say a lot to my Soul Circle members when we do our weekly journey calls. I'm like, we're in a human body, we've got free will. If we wasn't meant to be here, we would be in our spiritual dimensions looking down on earth, trying to get in contact with humans, no, you're okay, but we're not. We're all here and we're all in a human body. And we've all found each other for a reason. We're all connected for a reason. So namaste to all of you. Thank you all so much. I just want to go, I just give you all a big energetic hug. I don't know if you can all feel it. It's like we've got a party going on upstairs. There's like celebration. The Divine Goddess, Sacred Day, Mother Earth, and it just feels like there's a real celebratory energy that is happening and that is going on upstairs. So, Shelby saying, I've noticed a lot of clearing results from the live on 11/11. Absolutely, you will, Shelby, you will. Fantastic. I would love for you to all share. Please share in the group. Let me know what shifts you've had, what changes you've had, how this has helped you, how gifts. Please share. Encourage everybody to watch these replays, tag them in it, share them. I will put this up on YouTube so it's easier to share, because I'm not sure if you can actually share out the group or not, to be honest. You technically shouldn't, as it's a private group, but I don't actually know if you can or not. But please share it. Please share it with people that you know that need to hear this. We've done amazing work today. I am so freaking proud of you all. It's just like, and to be connected to all of you. So thank you all so much. Lee, Chris, Simon, thank you all so much for being here. I love you all. I appreciate all of you. I'm so glad I'm in the place to be here and support you. What I normally on a Friday have a live clearing call in my Soul Circle. We have weekly journey calls, which we end up doing some major clearing on, or we have done recently. And we have a live clearing call that we do every Friday, but we do it every other Friday because sometimes it can be pretty intense, the healings that we've done. So what I may well do is I may come in here every other Friday and just be here live with you, just see what we've got going on with any of you. If you need a bit of healing, if there's anything specific come up like what we've done today, and maybe just do that just because I can, because I understand that some of you don't have the finances to join a paid membership, and that's okay. I just want to help you, and to support you in this way that I can. If any of you would like to know a little bit more about the Soul Circle, it's a monthly membership. We have weekly calls, journey calls, on Zoom, which are not recorded unless something really big and we're like, everyone needs to hear this. And then we have every other week we have a live healing call on different things. So we've had How Do I Feel About Me series, others as a mirror series, a money series. We've done so many different calls. Some of them, they blow my mind. Some of the stuff that we've hunted and covered. But if any of you would like to find out more, just send me a private message. We'll have a chat, a video chat. You know, I can tell you a little bit more about it if that resonates. If it don't, no problem. I'm going to be in here again. You've got the replays. There's all the videos in the albums as well. It's all for free, from my heart to your heart, because I love and appreciate you. But if you would like a little bit of support, we call it journey calls because we're all on the journey, myself included. As some of my my soul circles now, I was like, oh, I'm just a bit emotional. Several weeks back when my ex had his second baby, there was a bit of emotion and everyone just held the space for me. It was just like so nice that I can just be me, and share in that way. And I say, so I appreciate all my soul circle members that have been here live, because they've been through the journey, and we've cleared stuff that we've worked on today with you all. So it's there, the offer, the invitation is there. It's an invitation. If it feels right, it feels right. If it doesn't, no problem, because I will be back in here live. What I will do is I'll set up an event for 2 weeks time. I set the event up purely for the fact I gave you a 15 minutes notice on the 11th. So I will be back in here 2 weeks time, 1 o'clock UK time. I do that in case I run over, because I have the school run with my children. But I will be back in here. We'll see what comes up, what help you need, what we need to do. We'll know at the time. And if there's anything that you want, and once again, it's a collective energies. We'll look after, we'll fill ourselves up first, and then we'll do it for humanity. We'll do what needs to be done, okay? And we'll do this together. So thank you all so much. I love and appreciate all of you. Look forward to connecting with you all again soon. And until next time, it's a big beam of love and appreciation for you all. And so until next time, I'm sending you lots of love.